What is going on, guys? I'm Alvin here, and welcome to episode 1 of Rex to Riches Ajax FC. If you guys are new to this channel, right, you guys must be confused and wondering as to why we are actually in the club page of Bradford City. This series was supposed to be about Ajax FC. Do not worry, guys. I will actually explain to you guys in detail of what is going on over here and all. But before that, I would really appreciate it if you guys can actually help me to like this video. If you guys like this video and maybe comment and everything, right, that will actually help me, to bring this video to more people, and hopefully this video will do well as well. And if you guys are new to this channel, I would really appreciate it if you guys can actually consider subscribing as well. Follow on this journey with me, in my managerial career, in the bigger series that is going on, which is Rack to Riches. Okay, so now let me explain to you guys on what is happening. Okay, so when you look at my managerial career over here, right, so Ajax is basically going to be my third club in this ongoing series over here. Okay, so when you look at the date, right, the current date right now in the game time is actually the 31st May of the year 2031. Okay, so we have actually gone through 7 seasons. Okay, we have gone through 7 seasons in the basically, in this whole series. Okay, so I actually started my managerial career in Malaysia. Okay, so as I'm Malaysia, so I just thought to myself, the best start that I could actually do, in Football Manager 24 was to start in Malaysia. We started with no badges, no coaching qualification and everything, no experience as well. And yeah, I landed a job, in Cal Rovers. At that time, right, they were actually in the second division of Malaysian League. If you guys would like to know, in the game, right, the Malaysian League, there's only two leagues, that is actually loaded: the Malaysian Super League and the M3 division, which is the second division of the Malaysian League. Okay, so in my first season, I actually got them promoted, and then we have been in the Malaysian Super League, since then. I spent a total of 4 seasons, managing the Cal Rovers, and at my final season as the manager of Cal Rovers, I actually managed to win the Malaysian Super League with them. Okay, so when you look at my manager timeline over here, right, we have actually managed to win all of the all of the domestic title. If you look at this, we were the Malaysian Super League champion. We were the FA Cup winners. We have also won the where is it? Yeah, the Malaysian Challenge Cup, and also the M3 League. The second division champions. The only one cup that I never get to win, in Malaysia was the Malaysia Cup. We went, yeah, we actually went to the final twice, in a row, but we were always beaten by Selangor FC. There was just nothing I could do about it. So after 4 seasons in Cal Rovers, yeah, to be honest, right, if you look at if you look at the bank balance of the team and everything, it was really hard. And look at the facilities, because of the bank balance, right, it was really hard for me to improve the facilities and everything as well. So yeah, I basically hit the ceiling in the fourth season. So there was just nothing I could do to improve the quality of the squad and everything. Even the wage budget, the transfer budget was not budging. It was always stagnant throughout the whole 4 season. There was just nothing I could do to improve this, to improve the team. So I actually thought, I actually resigned. I resigned, guys. Yeah, I had to resign. So after I resigned, I found a job in Bradford City in the season of 2028. I think it was 2027 to 2028, Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we were the manager of Bradford City for the past 3 seasons. Okay, so during this 3 season as the manager of Bradford City, right, we actually got back-to-back promotion. Okay, so we started in League Two. Okay, so the first season we actually were crowned the champions of League Two. Okay, we actually got promoted to League One. And in the first season in League One, basically our second season as the manager of Bradford City, we were crowned the champions of League One as well. Okay, so we got 2 back-to-back promotions straight away to the championship. And if you guys are not familiar about Bradford City and all, right, the last time Bradford City actually played the championship was in the year 2004, where they got relegated to League One. And since then, they were playing in League One and League Two, throughout the whole years for the past 26 years, basically in game time. Okay. All right. So in our first season in the championship, we actually were very close. If you guys have not watched, you guys can actually go and binge watch. We were very close of getting, getting into the playoffs of the championship, but yeah, we just couldn't get it. We seriously couldn't get into it. Okay. So, but it was still an amazing, achievement of what I could actually do with the team. When you look at the squad, right? Yeah, it is not a very great squad, compared to the other teams in the championship. But this team really, really plays well, seriously. Yeah, I'm really proud of the performance that this team have actually done, in these 3 seasons that I was their manager. We have always had an amazing cup run, in the FA Cup, in the League Cup as well. So yeah, seriously, I'm really happy of what this team was actually capable of. But when Ajax actually came and offered me an interview, right, and when they offered me a job, that is a challenge that I really can't say no to. Ajax, as you guys know, if you guys are watching this, you guys might be, from Netherlands, right? You guys know that they are one of the best team in the Netherlands, and they are one of the, I wouldn't say best, but one of the reputable team, in the European competitions and everything. So yeah, it was an amazing challenge. I've never played with Ajax in Football Manager. Yeah, so yeah, I just thought that that was an amazing opportunity for me to join in. And it could actually bring a new demographic of viewers and everything into my channel. Hopefully that will actually help me. Okay, so if that is the reason why we are on the 31st of May, because in the 1st of June we will be joining Ajax. Okay, so since I've actually gone through a long introduction of the whole series and everything, hopefully you guys are actually caught up to what is going on. If you guys would really want to go and watch of what is going on, what actually happened in the past, yeah, do go in. I've actually linked the whole playlist of the Rex to Riches series, down below, so you guys can actually go and watch it as well. So what am I gonna do is we are gonna hit continue, and we are getting into the job of Ajax. Okay, so I'm really excited, to be honest. This is a very new opportunity, and also, yeah, hopefully it will be really fruitful. Being the manager of Ajax, hopefully we are going to be able to win any European competition, and who knows, right? We can actually ended up managing a bigger club in the future. Okay, so we are on the 1st of June, sorry, and it is confirmed. AFC Ajax hire Singh in a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate. Malvin Singh have left Bradford City to join Ajax. Malvin Singh have actually lifted the League One Bradford City in 2030, and now will be afforded the chance to enhance his reputation by bringing success to his new club. He will face pressure, I will face pressure to bring immediate success to Ajax Arena, having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge, and will need to hit the ground running if he's to win over those who believe his appointment is questionable this year. To be honest, right, we were in the championship. Now, even I was shocked, that they actually came in and offered me a job. Okay, some factions in the media has been touting Singh's as favourite for the job all along, and his appointment has created much discussion around the club. Bradford City will be looking for a manager. They actually finished in the third place in the eredivisie, and after recording 4 straight wins, Ajax will equal their lowest eredivisie finish since 2028. Okay, so yeah, they have actually not won the Eredivisie last season. That could be the reason why they actually wanted to change manager and all. Okay, so when you look at the club history, right, they have actually, as you guys know, they have actually won, the Champions League, 4 times. But the last time they won a Champions League was in 1995. I was 4 years old back then. So hopefully, I can actually win the Champions League with them. That will be amazing, right? Okay, so they have actually won 42 total Eredivisie, and the last time they won was back in 2030. So last season, they actually won the Eredivisie, and this season, I'm not sure what happened, but they were really struggling. Okay, so Europa League, they won last in 1992. So I think finishing in the third place, right, we might be playing in the Europa League. I think so. Okay, so when you look at the finances, the status is okay. Transfer budget not that great, but the Ajax Arena, that is a huge stadium. I'm really looking forward, to playing in a huge stadium. When you look at this, right, their formation that they normally play is a 4-2-3-1. That is what I was actually playing, in Bradford City as well. So I think that should not be a problem for me, to replicate the same type of tactic that we were doing. Okay, so when you look at the club vision or the board culture, they would want us to play possession football. Okay, so I think most probably I will try to look for a vertical tiki taka, or maybe wing play, sort of gameplay, but the importance is only favored. Okay, all right. So, the actionable objective, they want us to work within wage budget, grow the club's reputation, maximum 1 year contract for players over the age of 32, win the Eredivisie, be competitive in the Dutch Cup, reach the latter stages of the Europa League. So hopefully, since we are in the Europa League, right, I will really try to win the Europa League in my first season as the manager. I think that will be a great way to introduce me, into basically, into Netherlands football. Okay, win a domestic cup. Okay, in basically in another 5 years, they want us to continue winning the Eredivisie. Okay, so yeah, I think, right, if we don't win the Eredivisie this season, right, I think we might get sacked. Now let's have a look at the club info. So when we look over here, their current captain is actually Kenneth Taylor. Okay, to be honest, I don't know this player. He have been with Ajax, yeah, he's basically a youth academy, basically, he's from the youth academy and he has been playing for Ajax since then. He is one of the best midfielder, in eredivisie, so I think it should not be a problem. He can actually play as a deep lying playmaker on support duty. He can't tackle, so that could be a problem, but if we play him as a roaming playmaker, right, this guy will be an amazing roaming playmaker, guys. you know yeah, he have all the attributes that is actually needed and all. I know, most of his attributes is actually, 11 and 12 and all, right, but I think he could actually be a very very good player for us. Yeah, he is currently our captain, right, so we will have to, find a place for him the in the squad. Okay, so Owen Windal is actually our vice captain, and to be honest, he have been playing for Ajax for a long time as well. Okay, so he's a very good, a left back for this, you know, for this level, I would say. But if I look at the squad comparison, that they actually do have Renan, who is actually from Emirates, and to be honest, he looks even better. Oh my god, this guy is actually really good. Yeah, I think okay. So I think the left back position is also sorted. We should not be worried about all. We have Owen Winda and Renan that can actually play there. So amazing. And our key player is actually Sivert Manswork. Okay, so by the way, guys, as you guys know, I'm Malaysian and all. Okay, so if I'm mispronouncing any name, obviously, being a Malaysian, I will tend to mispronounce the player's name. If you guys if you guys see that I'm mispronouncing, do comment, do let me know, what is the correct way to pronounce any player's name. I really don't want to offend anyone, guys. Okay, so Seward Manswork, okay, he's basically our defensive midfielder as well. So it's going to be the same. I think we looking at this right now, right? I think we are going to be playing with a roaming playmaker and a Segundo Volante as our defensive midfielder. I think that is going to be quite interesting, right? Okay, to do that. And this guy has been with Ajax, for the past 7 years, 7 to 8 years. They signed him from Molde, for 7.25 million. And to be honest, he is a really, really good defensive midfielder. So when we look at this, when we have actually looked at these three players, right? Yeah, it is already confirmed that they actually have a very, very good squad. Looking at their, before we look at the squad, right? Let's look at their coaching team first. Oh my god, I have my work cut out for me, guys. Do let me know in real life. Does Ajax doesn't have a assistant manager? Well, this is the first time I'm actually seeing that a club in Football Manager doesn't have assistant manager, and I can't even ask for an assistant manager. Oh wait, I can. Should I try? You know what? Let's just place advertisement. But my work is cut off for me. Yeah, I think the last manager that left, right, he actually took most of the coaching team. So I will have my work cut out for me, to do this, in the background as well. But it is going to be quite interesting, because I can actually go and nitpick, the types of coaches and everything that I would want for my team. Yeah, it's going to be quite amazing, to be honest. Okay, so now let's have a look at our squad. When we look at the squad over here, right, they do have a really good squad, but it is quite a bloated squad, to be honest. Okay, so when I look at it here right now, we have about 31 players. Okay, all right. So yeah, it is a bloated squad. Okay, so there are some players that are going to be, yeah, they are going to have their contract expiring, but in my first opinion, right, looking at their star rating, their current ability and all, right, they are not really that great of a players. But I will have to look at them and see, whether they are going to be important for me, in my squad, which is something that I will do, you know, yeah, off camera. I will do that. Okay, so yeah, looking at it, right, we do have a fairly young squad. When you look at this, only a few players. I think it's about 8 players. Yeah, 8 players that are above 30 years old. So I think it is quite nice to see, that we don't have an aging squad or anything like that. Looking at the star rating, there's actually almost half of the team that actually have, three star and above. So that is great as well. Yeah, I will have to go through, one by one and everything, and see where is our weakness lies and everything, which position we should be improving and everything. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at Carlos Borges. He's a really good player. Yeah, he's an amazing winger. Okay, so on the right hand side, if we are going to be playing him on the right hand side, we can actually play him as an inverted winger, or as an inside forward as well. His finishing is not that bad as well. 12 finishing for a winger, I think is great. If we are going to be playing on the left hand side, we can play him as a winger on attack. Yeah, he have amazing physicals, guys. He's super fast. I know he's short, but playing as a winger, right? Yeah, I think that is going to be great. He's going to create a lot of problems, for the fullbacks of our opponents. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, we have already looked at Mann's work just now. Let's look at Christian Rasmussen. Yeah, he's also a winger, left-footed, right winger. He can also play as a striker, but his finishing are not that great, buddy. Okay, he's actually natural to play as a pressing forward, which I won't do, to be honest. Okay, because yeah, I don't think he's good enough, to play as a to play as a striker. But as you guys Football Manager, right? Sometimes finishing doesn't really how to say doesn't really play a lot of importance. But when I look at his composure, right, his 8 composure, I don't think he's gonna be good enough to play as a striker. I don't think I will play him as a striker, but playing as an inverted winger, right, on the right hand side. So looking at this right now, I think Carlos Borges will be playing on the left hand side as our winger. Okay, so yeah, we have our winger sorted that we don't have to worry. We do have another winger as well, Jonathan Diaz. 22 years old regen, and this guy is amazing as well. Look at his physical guy. Look at his agility. My goodness. He's like a Mexican Messi, guys. Seriously. His techniques, his dribbling, his agility. Yeah, he looks like a freaking Mexican Messi, guys. Seriously. Okay, he's on the left side as well. So basically, we are gonna have 3 really good wingers. Oh my god, that we will have to find some game times for. Okay, last season he actually had 6 goal contribution in 29 appearances. Amazing. He was actually starting for them. Okay, and we have our striker over here, Danny Wan Luen. Is it Lewin? I'm just gonna call him Danny. Yeah, this is a proper pressing forward, guys. Oh my god, this guy is good, guys. He scored 17 goals in 37 appearances in all of the competition. 7.03 average rating. Yeah, he is a good player. He is a good striker, guys. Yeah, this is the pressing forward that I really want in my team. Oh my god. Seriously. They even have Andre Santos. My god, I think we are going to be playing with a 4-3-3 formation if that is the case. Just now we looked at who was it again? Now I cannot remember. Our seriously, guys, I would really like to apologize because this is my first time, looking on all these players, right? Obviously, it's gonna take me some time. I think it was Kenneth Taylor that we had a look at. Yeah, he's a good defensive midfielder. We have Andre Santos, and there was one more player that I really forgot about already. Okay, so yeah, there was actually 3 really good midfielders that we actually have. So most probably, I will be playing with a 4-3-3 formation. I think that will be it. And then we have another player, Muzambo, who have amazing mentals. His physicals are good as well. And his technical ability, to be honest, is great. Although his crossing is not that great, but look at his technical ability, guys. We have some really good dribblers. I think we are going to be playing with a vertical tiki-taka. Most probably, I think we are going to be playing with vertical tiki-taka, with the players that we are seeing right now, right? I think that will be the formation, but that will be the tactic that I'll be looking for. Okay, so our right back is going to be Devin Ranch. He's good as well. He's really good as well. Okay, I know. Yeah, he is good. He is good, I would say. Okay, so we have aging goalkeeper over here, but he looks amazing as well. So most probably, I think we will try to find a goalkeeper that might be, good enough in the future because Santiago Vargas, he's not good. He's not good. So maybe a new goalkeeper might be in the shopping list. Okay, so I mean, when you look at the squad, right, it looks amazing, guys. Okay, so I will have to create a tactic first, before getting the squad friend. So what am I gonna do, guys? I'm gonna go off camera right now. I'm gonna go through all of the players and everything, and I will try to create the best tactic that is gonna suit the players that we actually have. It is gonna be a few minutes for me, but for you guys, it's gonna be a few seconds. So do not go anywhere, guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, guys, so for the start of the season, right, this is the tactic that we are going to be using for. So let's talk about the tactic first. So our mentality is going to be a balanced mentality. For the start, but maybe I will have to make some changes, according to the games that we play and everything, depending on how things are going. All right, so over here, right, when you look at this, our attacking width, we are going to be playing on a narrow attacking width. Okay, so we are going to try to, be a little bit more compact on the middle, because when you look at this, we have three really good midfielders that are going to be playing for us, yeah, our inverted winger and everything, they're quite great as well. So we are going to try to make it a little bit more compact and try to, basically hurt the opponents from the middle. Okay, so we are going to play out of defense. Obviously, we're going to play with shorter passing, slightly lower tempo, and we are going to get our players to be more expressive. Looking at our good players just now and everything, our star players, right? They do have really good technical abilities. They're good in dribble, they're very agile and everything. So I really know that, getting them to be more expressive, right? We can actually get some magical moments, from the players. Hopefully that will actually happen. And that is what I'm actually hoping for. Okay, so we are gonna work with the ball into the box, and yeah, hopefully we'll score from the penalty box. Okay, more often. Okay, so when we lose the possession, obviously we are gonna counter press. Okay, and we are gonna counter attack when we win the possession, obviously. Okay, so when our goalkeeper is in possession, he's gonna look to distribute to the fullbacks, to the centre back. It is normal, and out of possession, we are gonna be playing with a high press line. Okay, so we are going to have a high press line of engagement, for our attackers, and our defensive line is going to be higher as well. But if we start conceding a lot of goals and everything, right, I will make it a little bit lower than, I'll adjust it accordingly. Okay, so we are going to trigger press more often, prevent the opponent's goalkeeper from having, from distributing, the ball, basically short. We want them to do, to lump the ball forward so that we can win it by headers. Okay, so when you look at the lineup over here, this is currently our best 11. Okay, so Murik is going to be our goalkeeper. He can actually play as a sweeper keeper, on support. And we have looked at him just now. He's 32 years old, but he's actually a very good goalkeeper. But I will be looking, to sign a new goalkeeper, in the future. Okay, so there we're going to have Owen Windal, on the left hand side. Renan, I need to find a way, to get him into the team. And I believe that he can actually play as a really good ball playing defender. But the only problem I have with him is actually his height. To be honest, he's only 179 centimeters. So yeah, that could be a problem. When the opponents, start lumping the ball forward and everything, that could be a problem for us. Okay, so we have another centre back that is actually our current second best centre back in the team. To be honest, he's not really that great. He's 21 years old, Costa Rican, Mauricio Mora. He's a regen. Okay, we signed him from Saprissa, for 950K. Yeah, he's not really that great, looking at him. Yeah. He's super tall. That is one thing that I really like about him. He's 2 meters tall, guys. Seriously, 201 centimeters. When you look at his current ability, he's leading, eredivisie players. So maybe he's good enough, but yeah, I think, centre back is actually a position that I would really have to look on, in our summer transfer window here. Okay, so we do have, we have looked at him just now. The Win Ranch will be playing as our right back. So yeah, he's going to be there. And we are going to have, this is going to be a little bit different. We are going to have two defensive midfielder and one central midfielder. So normally when you play with a 4-3-3 formation, right, you normally play with one defensive midfielder and two, center mid. We are going to play with a triangle over here. It's going to be, Kenneth Taylor as our roaming playmaker. As I told you guys, I would play him as a roaming playmaker as our, in the defensive midfield position. I think he's really well suited for that. Our captain. Okay, so Andre Santos will be our segundo volante. Okay, so he can actually really do well, as a deep lying playmaker since we are already, playing Cannon, as a roaming playmaker. Right? I don't really need, two playmakers in the team. And Sievert Mansworth will be our central midfield on attack. When you look at his attribute, for that role, right, he's really built for that. And playing as a central midfield on attack, right, he will go up, providing support, being the basically the fourth man, in the penalty box, So I really hope, that he will be able to, support our wingers and our attackers. Okay. So Diaz will be starting as our left winger. He's a really good player. We have looked at him just now. He's my Mexican Messi, by the way. Okay. All right. So hopefully he will give, the returns of Messi in our team. Hopefully that will actually happen. Okay. So we do have Carlos Borges, that is going to be on the right hand side playing as our inverted winger on attack. Okay, so hopefully, this guy will actually, get in more often, on the penalty box as well. As you guys know, his finishing are not that bad. 12 finishing. His composures. He actually have 14 composure. Should I play him? You know what? You know what? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna change. I'm gonna play him as a inside forward, guys. Because looking at his composure and everything, right? I think, yeah, he is really well suited as an inside forward. I'm gonna be playing him as inside forward. So basically, right, when we are attacking over here, so basically one Leuven can actually go on the left hand side, and Borges will be, coming up over here, and supporting one Leuven, as our second attacker, second striker, and Manswork, as you guys know, obviously will be behind them. So we will be able to, overload the penalty box. Hopefully that will actually happen. Okay, that is what I actually have in my mind when I was going through, the formation and everything. So hopefully that will actually happen. And as you guys know, we have looked at, Danny Van Lewin. He's an amazing pressing forward, guys. Yeah, he have 3 years in, 3 years of another contract, with us. And yeah, yeah, seriously, I'm really looking forward for him to score a lot of goals for us. So now let's have a look at the squad planner. Okay, so I'm gonna get the assistant. We don't have an assistant yet, but I'm just gonna assume that we have an assistant. Okay, so to suggest for everything, and when you look at this here right now, okay, in the goalkeeping position, right, we know that we really need to get a new goalkeeper. Okay, we don't really have good goalkeepers in our team. Stavros, Eli, he do have a little bit of a potential, but he's not good enough to be as a backup goalkeeper. Okay, he's from Cyprus. Okay, all right. I've never had a player from Cyprus. Okay, okay. So yeah, on the left back position, I think Owen Windal and Renan is good enough. I don't think we really need to sign anyone else. Oh, we do have. Look at this. This is the first time I've actually see this straight guy. Late developer. Okay. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this description of a player. Late developer. Okay, he's a really good centre back as well. So yeah, we do have, Valentin Gomez, as a backup centre back, which is amazing. He do, I know his star rating is not that great, but when you look at his attributes, right, he's quite a good. Look at his mentals, guys. His mentals are amazing. Jumping range is not that great, but his pace are there. His tackling ability is there as well. His marking and all. I think, yeah, he's going to be quite good. As our third choice, maybe third choice centre back. I don't know. But looking at the centre back position, right? I know Renan. We are currently going to be playing him, as our centre back. But to be honest, he's really not. He's a very good centre back. When you look at his attribute and all. But when you look at his height, right? I'm actually having a little bit of reservation of playing him as a centre back. Okay, we have a 19 years old wonder kid, Roy Milan. Wow, look at his mentals, guys. Seriously, he is really good. I know I was telling you guys, that I really need to sign some centre backs and all, but looking at, Renan, Mauricio Mora, okay, Roy Milan, and why is Valentin Gomez not showing over here? Oh yeah, Valentin Gomez is here. Okay, sorry, I didn't see him just now. Valentin Gomez, right? These 4 players, I think it's going to be really good enough. We do have Demiral as well, as a centre back, that can actually be as wow, he's a really good centre back as well. His physicals are still there. Although he's 33 years old, right? But he is really good still. I know he doesn't have a lot of pace. I mean, doesn't have a lot of speed. His acceleration is not there, but his stamina is quite good as well. Keeping him on the bench, right? Whenever we need someone to come in and make sure that we stay defensively solid, by the end of the match, I think he can actually do a really good job. Oh, looking at the team, looking at the squad here right now, right? They're actually growing on me a little bit. We do have a young, left back as well. That could actually be a good player in the future. He have really good potential. Seriously, I don't think I will have to sign any new players. Looking at it, unless we sign, unless we'll sell someone. Okay, so now when you look at the star rating, of all of the position, you can actually see that right back is a position that we really need to, do something about. Okay, we only have Devine. Is it Devin? I think it's Devin, right? I'm just gonna call him Devin. Devin Ranch. Do let me know in the comment, guys. Seriously. Okay, so Devin Ranch, he's good. He can actually be our starter. But we really need someone, is Mascara good enough? He is good enough to be as our, backup. But I think I will try to sell him off, and maybe get a better backup someone with a better potential or anything like that, like Philip Radovic. Yeah, he's not good enough as well. To be as our backup. I think maybe I'll send him on a loan, or something like that. Afonso, to be honest, he has some right attributes and all, but yeah, he's not gonna be good enough as well. He's 24 years old. Yeah, I think I will try to sell him off as well. Who Let's have a look at Nandan. Yeah, Nandan Pakar is not great as well. I think he could be good in the future, but yeah, not for now. So we will have to buy, a backup goalkeeper, maybe a starting goalkeeper. Who knows if you can actually find one, and a backup right back as well. Okay, so on the defensive midfielder position, we do have a lot of players. We have the likes of Yasin Ayari. We have Yasin Ayari in the team. Okay, all right, so he can actually play as a central midfield on attacker as well. So he can actually back up. He can actually be a backup to Seward. Manswork on there. Okay, we have Abraham Quesnel. Okay, so he can actually back up. He can actually be a backup to backup to Kenneth Taylor. As a roaming playmaker. I know there are some attributes that are not good, but when you look at when you look at the attributes that are needed to be a roaming playmaker, right? He is there. He is there, guys. We yeah, I think to be honest, right, the team is looking really, really good, guys. Okay, Muzambo is there as well. He can actually play, as on the left hand side, as a backup, to who's this guy again, to Jonathan Diaz. We have Nasi Unuar as well. He's actually on loan at Juventus. Is he going to be joining them? No, he's not going to be joining them. He only played one match, So, to be honest, he's really good. I think maybe he's trying to leave the club or anything. Why are they trying to sell him? He's a super good players guy. Why are they trying to sell him? I will never understand AIs in Football Manager. We have Nasi Unuar in the team as well. So our left wing position is sorted as well. On the right hand side, we have Paulus Borget, we have Christian Rasmussen that we have actually looked as well that can actually play on the left. Right hand side, we have Muzambo. Yeah, we have really good squad depth in the team. Let's have a look at the striker department. So if you striker, I think we will have to have a look at a. No, we don't have to look for a backup striker. Simon Sosberg. This guy is amazing as well. He won a new contract. I think I will be able to give it to him. Look at his attribute, guys. He's an amazing advanced forward. Seriously, guys. This is going to be the easiest. I can tell you, this is going to be the easiest first season for me, guys. I don't have to sign a lot of new players unless, if there's any big offer or anything, for the squad players and everything. Right? I won't be opposed to sell them, to selling them. But I don't think I really need to massively, improve the squad or anything. We really need a new right back, backup and a new backup goalkeeper. That's the only thing that I can actually think of right now. What do you guys think? Looking at the team, right? Where do you think that, which position do really need, you know, uh, an improvement and an upgrade? Do let me know in the comment, guys. Seriously, but looking at it, I think I'm really happy with the squad. Okay, so by the way, when we look at this here right now, yeah, our transfer budget, our wage budget, we only have 4.5 million. So even if I wanna do anything right, to the squad, yeah, we will have to sell first. We will have to sell. Our overall balance is not that great as well. But I think when the new season ticked off, it will get better. I'm not sure whether they have already announced, the budget that they are gonna give me or anything like that. But the wage budgets are not that great as well. It's not that great. Okay, so yeah, hopefully, but when you look at the committed spending, with the players that are going to be leaving, at the end of the contract, so maybe it will be positive again. Okay, so yeah, when we look at the squad over here, as you guys know, Ajax, they are really, really known for their youth academy. Okay, they are notable players. Actually, Kevin Van Dalen, I think we have actually looked at him just now. Okay, so yeah, he looks like a really good player as well. As a wingback on support, right? Look at him. His physicals, his mental. I know his crossing and dribbling is not there, but as you guys know, as a wingback, right? Yeah, sometimes it's not really that important, to be honest. Okay, sometimes a player with 6 crossing will have more assists than a player that have actually 15 crossing or anything like that. He have tons of potential. I think if he is not going to be in my plan this season, right, I will send him on a loan, so that he can actually get some game time and hopefully he will improve. But yeah, he looks like a really, really good player. I think I will be sending him on a loan. And Leo, we have another left back as well, who, to be honest, is really good enough to be as a backup to either, Owen Windal and Renan. So maybe I could actually look to sell any one of them. Maybe I could actually sell Owen Windal. He's 31 years old. He's actually wanted. There's some interest on him. If Monaco, Juventus or Sevilla can actually give me about 26 to 30 million, right, I think I won't be opposed to selling him. So yeah, I think Leo is good enough to be as our backup on the left hand side. My goodness, we seriously, this team really have a good core, man. Okay, so yeah, Stavros Ila, we have already looked at him as well. So let's have a look at the B team. Is there any potentially good players? Yeah, there are some players that actually have, 3.5 star and above potential. So yeah, the future is really good here. Okay, under 18, to be honest, is not that great. Okay, so when you look at the facilities over here, right? Look at the facilities, guy. Our training facilities is a 4-star facility, excellent training facilities, excellent youth facilities, and a first-class youth recruitment. So hopefully, for the first time in my experience of playing Football Manager, throughout these whole years, right, I will have a golden generation, youth intake in our first season as the manager. I really hope that will happen. Okay, so guys, let's have a look at what our supporters are going to be expecting from us this season. Okay, so they want us to develop players using the club youth system, play entertaining football, play attacking football. So that is a little bit contradicting, with what the board want actually. Maintain the club status as the most reputable team, in Netherlands. I think that could be good. Finish above Feyenoord, in the league. Obviously, Feyenoord and PSV are going to be our, rivals, and Feyenoord is our fierce rival. Okay, and win the eredivisie. Okay, so yeah, that is what they want. Okay, all right. So we do have really good, supporters following, and they have really high influence on the board. So we really need to make sure that the supporters loves us. That is the only thing that we need to do. Okay, I really hope we are not gonna get sacked in the first season as the manager of Ajax. Okay, so by the way, I can't really look at the schedule here right now because the season have not ticked over. So what am I gonna do is I'm gonna go through the preseason and everything. I will try to look at which player that I can actually sell, which player I don't really need, and all. I will go through the preseason and everything, and we will come back in the next episode for our first match as the manager of Ajax. So guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.